How you guys doing today? My name is Tim McBride, and we are here in the beautiful, iconic Life Magazine podcast studio. I'm with a very special guest today. This is all about having a conversation about the Change Agents of Arizona, a platform I started here 2 years ago that is very meaningful to me and in how I run my real estate business, but how I want to elevate our real estate business. The Change Agents of Arizona is all about bringing together community around agents that are going above and beyond every day to not just serve the needs of their clients, but also serve the needs of our community through the business. This was inspired to me by the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, something that I look to when I think of legacy as I build my business and I continue to create success with the platform of real estate that I have. For me, success isn't just how we serve the needs of our clients, but how we use the platform we've been given to also connect to the incredible people that live and work and play in our city. And there's a lot of needs out there, and we have such incredible relationship capital. So I'm on a mission to always be bringing my business to the needs of these groups and help support them in so many different ways. So the Change Agents of Arizona is something, like I said, very near and dear to me. This event we launched last year. It was a great success, and because of that, I really wanted to pour a lot more into it and make it bigger and better for this year. And that is happening. And to do so, though, it takes a team, and we brought together a great network, and we asked for nominations of agents all over the valley that are doing great things through their work. Not something that they paid to play in, but that were actually nominated by their peers for. We interviewed incredible agents across the valley that are doing amazing work, and we narrowed it down to 3. And I have the privilege of having one of the honorees with me here today. And the idea is to have her share her story, tell her why, and really tell you about the incredible work she's doing, not just as a professional real estate agent here in the valley, but who she is as a human being and the why behind she cares about these programs that she serves at such a high level for. So please, Michelle Colbert with Rise Real Estate Group, EXP, introduce yourself. Thank you for being here, and more importantly, thank you for saying yes to being an honoree at this year's Change Agents of Arizona in October.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for the opportunity to do this and share my story and why we're here and what we're doing. It really means a lot to me. Something I never thought would happen, so I was kind of shocked when I got the email. I actually even told you I had to make sure it wasn't a scam first.
Yeah. See, we're learning as we go.
I know, right? Because I was like, okay, is this real? Because this is a huge opportunity and something I'm extremely grateful for. And why kind of we're in real estate, right? Like we talked about this, the Change Agents of Arizona isn't something that I'm taking lightly. Like this is truly like why I'm in real estate, which is why it's so cool to get this opportunity to share this kind of with the world right now. So.
And that's why we're here, because I would love for you to share your story, because so much of what we do in our business is focused on how we run our business, right? Mm-hmm. And sharing the successes that we have in that space. But our successes can go so much further than that. And you are doing such amazing work that it inspires, obviously, myself and everyone else that gets to hear your story to kind of maybe start thinking outside the box and how they're using the platform they have to connect to things they care about. So I would love for you to take this time to share who you are in the business outside of a real estate agent and why you care about the programs that you support so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one thing that kind of sets Rise Real Estate Group and myself apart is while we're great at systems and tools and sales and we can sell and negotiate like top notch, that's not my why on why I got into real estate. Yeah. I think the biggest reason why is to truly help individuals and families get into a place to call home, right? Like, and so we do a couple major charity events a year to give back to the community. One of which is we raise money for the House of Refuge in Mesa, Arizona. It is a shelter that takes in families that are experiencing homelessness due to unforeseen circumstances within the home that they were in. Mm-hmm. So because of that, they take in a single parent and their children and teach them how to get a job, how to start all over, how to start from scratch. Teaches them how to pay rent and finances, provides childcare, all of these opportunities. And so every year we do a big charity event for them at the beginning of the year to help raise money to support a home for a year. And then the second biggest event that we do is called New Home for the Holidays. That one's my personal event that I don't know of anyone else truly doing it to the level that we're doing it yet, right? Like I want everyone to do it, so please take this and run.
We might be one that's doing that with you.
Good. I'm okay. Like, that's the point of this, is I want to spread my mission, and I can't do it alone.
Correct.
And the point of that mission is to provide someone a safe place to call home again. And I believe I shared this with you before, and this is why I got into real estate, is so everyone had a place to call home, right? They teach you not to use the word home in real estate. They teach us to use property, or, you know,
the buzzwords,
all
right?
the other words, right? So you're not connected. However, I want to be connected to a home with people. And so I grew up, and this is like my story. I grew up in a very loving household, guys. Like, I had two parents that loved each other dearly. They had a roof. I always had a roof over my head. I always had food on the table. We always had anything and everything that we could possibly need. And it was a safe place, right? I had tons of love, tons of laughter. Sure, we had fought, but it was a great place to call home. It was one of those places that all my friends called my mom Mama Fawn. Everyone called him Papa Todd, right? So Mama Fawn and Papa Todd were my parents to all of my friends growing up, and we were the safe place for all kids to come to. And so what I want to do is I want to provide that opportunity for anyone and everyone that I can. So if they're going through something financially, or they've been struggling with health conditions, or they had a loss in their family, and they can't make their house a home again. It's falling apart. They're drowning in debt. Like, they don't know what to do. They come in and their roof's leaking. I don't want them to stress about that. So I want to come in and I want to renovate it top to bottom. So new roof, new floors, new paint, new carpet, whatever it is, landscaping. I want to make it livable again. Wow. And I want to make it so they can come home and they can sit on their couch and they can breathe. And they can love and hug on their family. That's what I want.
Wow.
And so this will be the 7th year that we're doing it.
Amazing.
And so that's one of my other big events, and that's truly my why on why I'm in real estate.
So great. And you're doing this all on your own. Like,
correct.
This was your vision. You brought the team together to help execute on the vision as well, because you're not doing minor little repairs. You're fully remodeling these homes, if I understand correctly, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So share, you really touched on it briefly, but share some stories on some of the transformations you've created for these people that I can only imagine how grateful they are.
I ripped off and duplicated the idea, but then enhanced it times 10. I heard of an agent on the East Coast that was like going in and replacing carpet for a family that was struggling. And I was like, what if we did that, but intensified? And we don't just do it over time. We do it in 2.5 days. So we kick them out on Friday and I say, be gone, give me your house keys. And they come home Sunday night and their home's completely transformed. Last year we helped an individual. Her husband had passed away unexpectedly and she had 2 young children. She had I think he's a 7-year-old boy and a 5-year-old daughter. And they both lost their dad. And it was like one day he went to the hospital unexpectedly and the next day he died. And no one, he was the breadwinner of the family. They didn't expect any of it. And so we went in there and she had, and it breaks my heart to talk about it, they didn't have a backyard. It was dirt. The kids' rooms, they had stuff, they had things, but it just wasn't put together. Her room, she was trying so hard to box up his belongings and make it a room for her again so she could feel safe. And she couldn't do it. And so we went in there and we brought in brand new furniture. We replaced all the carpets in her entire house. We painted the entire house. We added accent walls. We added landscaping to the backyard. Our home inspector came in and built this whole storage shelving unit for her garage so she could take his belongings and put them in a safe place so they're still there with her. Yeah. And so we brought all of our partners, all of our clients, everyone in to come help with this. And it's something that I truly think really makes an impact for anyone and everyone that needs it. So.
Sure, they'll remember that. Not just her, the whole family will.
Well, what's cool is what's cool is the people who won the year before usually come and help.
Oh,
so all of the winners usually come and help and get their hands in and help us rip out carpet and do whatever we need because they know what it's like.
Yeah.
And so it's just spreading the mission and the word.
And I think that speaks to the authenticity of what you're doing too. You're doing it for the right reasons where people are really grateful on a deep level that they want to pour into that next family. They see what you did for them, and they know there's others out there. Right? And I think, like you said, you're one of one. And then we're in one of the biggest cities in the country. So, there's so many more stories like this. And we have access to so many great resources and connections that's why I love the word relationship capital for our business. Like, we can connect with almost anyone at any time because of our role. Why not take advantage of that and do some good with it? So I just love that you're not just doing a little bit, you're doing more, going above and beyond. And that's what the heart of a change agent to me is. Like, your why is so much bigger than just the basics. So with that, because you are just one, how are you finding all of these? You said that you've done 7. How are you finding these individuals or these families that are in a position where they would really benefit from this?
Kind of the same
program?
way you found me. So we put the word out there.
Okay.
We say, hey, this is what we're looking for. This is our mission behind it. This is what we're seeking.
Okay.
Right? This is kind of like our ideal person to help out. Please nominate them. And we start collecting nominations in July.
Okay.
So we collect nominations, and then I would say mid-August, once we close off the nominations, we read all the stories, and we pick the top 3 stories that we feel we can truly make an impact, and then we preview those to see, okay, of these 3 families that we have, which one can we really make the most impact in the amount of time that we have, with the amount of resources that we have, like who can we help the most that'll make it really feel like the long run, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how we kind of come up with everyone.
So how can people support this?
Yeah, so this is crazy. So we're not a 501(c) yet, that's a full-time job in itself. I'm sure you guys are aware. So at this time, we usually collect donations through, like, we'll have an Amazon donation link for like gift cards, as well as actual like furniture items and things that we need to supply. We will then reach out. We'll collect, after we do our home inspection on the properties, we usually collect a list of items that we need for repairs and our like contractor renovations and needs. And we reach out to our vendors and usually ask for help with those or suggestions. So we won't have that for this year just yet, as the home inspection's actually happening today on the new house. So but I also, again, I'm a huge component for House of Refuge as well.
Okay.
So in that, I can always direct you guys to the House of Refuge website and donations and my connections there. I have connections with the chair as well as the president of House of Refuge, and that is a phenomenal organization as well that I'd love to help out.
So if people that are listening, that get inspired, how can they follow along? They can continue to kind of learn what you're doing, be inspired by it, and then reach out to get involved if they can. Yeah.
So I would just follow us on Instagram at rise.group.az. On Instagram, rise.group.az.
Yeah, I know as we started this, there's been some changes on the branding side of things. So that's why I
Getting
wanted
used
to
to
make
all
sure
the
I got it right.
Gotta love that, right? Always evolving in the world of real estate.
Yes,
So.
that's the truth. If we're not, then we're not going to last much longer.
That's true.
But like I said, this event is very meaningful to me. I put it on for a reason, because there's so many great agents out there doing great work, and they're not oftentimes celebrated or celebrating the wins and what they do beyond their deals, right? So it's an honor to have been for you to have been nominated and to have met you and to hear your story. Our board that got to hear your story, we're all so impressed. And it's because of people like you, we can do this event, right? So this event, we're changing it a little bit, in the sense we had 5 last year, all incredible stories and agents. Were to keep the strength of the event, the value of the brand. We narrowed it down to 3 this year. So you're one of 3. The evening will be at the same venue that we hosted it last year. This time the home will be done for the most part. A beautiful venue in Paradise Valley. And last year was the idea, this is the genesis of something so much bigger than where we stand today. And that continues to evolve. And it's because of, like I said, people like yourself that are going above and beyond every day that we can keep celebrating. So I would love for you quickly just to share why this, again, is important to you to be nominated. And if you want, share with your audience, what's happening on October and why you're excited about it.
Yeah. So obviously October 28th is the day
Correct.
of the event.
Yeah.
All the proceeds go to the 3 nominees that have won from what I learned.
I should say, last year we didn't do the fundraise because we
Okay.
came together. We wanted to. We had an opportunity on site, but it wasn't activated very well. It was more of a night of just celebrating. This is the same, but we also want this to be a night of impact. So you mentioned running a nonprofit. Homes for Good is the foundation that I started. All proceeds go through Homes for Good to support our three agent honorees, 100%. It's not a money play on any level for me. This is a passion project. So we are charging $150 a ticket. It'll be divided into 3, so $50 per agent to support their nonprofit partners. This is not a pay-to-play event, so you guys are all deserving candidates and honored by your peers, and we're so excited to celebrate you. We're capping ticket sales at 100. So it stays exclusive. We have incredible speakers already lined up,
This will be fun.
It's going to be a fun event.
It'll be fun not only to celebrate like the agents that are really trying to make an impact in this world, but also to give back to those still, right?
100%.
Like this is, so that to me, that means a lot. Like that almost makes me choke up a little bit just because we do this out of the kindness of our heart. And I'm going to bring religion. Can I speak religion?
Absolutely,
Okay.
please do.
So I always feel like God always tells you give and you shall receive 10 times, right?
100%.
So this is one of those opportunities where I feel like I've given and now it's finally showing up.
Well, I love that you bring, because being a man of faith, I believe God has called me into these roles.
Yeah.
And last year I had my pastor pray over the entire event, and he is at the center of all of this. And I want to continue to make him a focal point. So for you to be a woman of faith and honoring that as a part of this event is huge, because it just further validates what we're doing is not for us, but for a bigger purpose. So
exactly. And that's why, if you have an opportunity to come and support us and celebrate with us, celebrate these fun successes, please come out on October 28th. I think it'll be a good time, right?
It'll be an amazing time. It will be an amazing time.
I think that's one of the best things about having our job too, is we get to throw really awesome parties.
And that's what this is. Fun cocktails, food, great live music, some fun speeches, but just a great night of celebration.
Exactly.
Nothing over the top, but an evening that hopefully you'll remember. And it's a way for us to come alongside you and the other agents and just say thank you.
Yeah.
Because without you, some of these lives that you're influencing may not have been touched. So keep doing what you're doing. It's an honor to know you and to celebrate you, and grateful to have you part of the Change Agent class of the 2025 year.
Well, I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
We'll see you next month.